Testing. Fa la 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 la.
Where did that
Right,
come
that's
from?
all working. Cool. Alright, still grinding for Bennet. How far away are we right now? We have 2 orange gems. 5 purple we need.
I'm learning more about you all the time.
This will take a while. But apparently, yesterday, the Game Awards went off, and Genshin got, or should I say, Genshin got Best Mobile Game of the Year. Which, kudos. Although I'm mainly playing this on PC, so I can't exactly say it's the best mobile game because I'm playing it on a PC. What other announcements were there? We saw the trailer for the Sonic 2 movie, which it's looking awesome, and Knuckles is looking awesome. Tails is looking good. What was it? Robotnik's like cohort apparently just works at Starbucks, which is kind of a funny detail. Because like, oh, where is he after like his boss literally got yeeted from the entire world? But he just worked at Starbucks. What else? And then we got a clip of, what was it? Sonic Frontiers 2. No actual gameplay, but it was more like some, what was it? An intro cutscene. Was it? It's an intro cutscene. It was some shots around the island that you'll be exploring, and it looks like you're fighting some sort of mystical enemy. So it looks like I don't actually know. What would you be fighting?
My apologies.
Because Sonic has only really had one enemy, and that's Eggman. And if I'm not mistaken, aside from the storybook games, this might be the furthest he's left South Island in forever. Then again, adventure, you don't know it. There's no big map saying where everything is. Like, there's no thing saying, oh, South Island is here, thing is here. Although, actually, that's not true, because in adventure, you can play Green Hill, so that could just be saying, like, oh, Green Hill is roughly in this area. Or it could just be, like, you know, a little Easter egg, like, hey, you got all the stuff, well done. But who could tell? Come on, collect this one. Oh, got him. Nice. Right, now we can go over to the fire thing. So we got Sonic Frontiers. Ultimax is coming to PC next year. Persona 4 Ultimax, which I've got Persona 4 Arena. I just don't have Ultimax, and I have a feeling there's a bit more that might be revealed. I'm not sure. I've seen the Persona announcements for like there was a cafe thing, artwork for like the protagonists of all 5 Persona games in like butlerwear, including what's her name, Minako from Portable, Persona 3 Portable, and they look pretty nice. And I also think this is the first time like Tatsu, I think is his name, got like official artwork in literal years. Same with Maya.
Let's dance.
Yeah, I hope that they do something good with the whole it's the anniversary, because they did reveal there was going to be like 7 things that they were going to show off, and it might be time for that to be shown off. I'm not sure. Because if it does turn out it's going to be like more games, like remakes of the first 3, hey, I'm always down for that.
Let me scribe.
Because who wouldn't want to effectively...
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Well, I guess Persona 1 you can't exactly remake without a few liberties to the story. Because remember in Persona 1, the game wasn't exactly built around friendship. It was like, oh, you have friends who have personas, and personas are like a facet of yourself. Like, the social aspect wasn't part of the game yet. There was always an element of you have friends, but it was never like, oh, you have to be friends with someone else to build up your relation stronger. That started after 2. But it would be interesting if they could work that into that formula. Or at least something similar. Because I don't think people are going to like play an actual remake of a dungeon crawler. Call it cynical, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Let me scribe. Lights out.
They're not getting any closer.
Fate is upon you. I'll protect us.
Although I would say if they did go for a remake of 3,
Go, Barbara, go!
I would say you would have to. I think one thing I see in 3 a lot nowadays that I didn't see before is that 3 generally has no focus on actually making friends of things. Like you get into these situations with people and you meet, like, how to put it, like your first social link in the game is a classmate you make, when normally it's supposed to be like, oh, it's your like friend who joins your party, and it's like, that's a little weird. But oh well. So what else? It Takes Two won Game of the Year, even though they have a lawsuit going on right now because the game is literally called It Takes Two, and Takes Two is, or Takes Two the company is hitting them with a copyright, and it's like, cool. So that means Riot Games can take down any game that has the word riot in it. Bethesda can take down any game that has scrolls in the title. You kind of get the idea. But it's like, that's not the point of the copyright thing. That's just a company effectively abusing it for clout. Probably because they don't have any skill. Especially if you saw the 3D remakes of the GTA games. Oh boy. Remakes? No. Upscaled versions, I'll call them. Because literally part of them were like, oh yeah, upscaling them to 4K, that means subdivides moving everything. And I do mean everything. Like, an AI algorithm was literally in charge of... it was literally in charge of turning everything up. And they somehow... that process messed up so hard, it changed a normal map... Or was it? It was either they changed a normal map of 7 to a 9, or it changed a texture of a 9 to a 7. Or either way. Point is, how do you upscale something and then get a completely different product? It's like, oh, we're gonna remaster Sonic the Hedgehog 1, somehow gets Mario Brothers out of the mix. Like, how did you do this? But for real. Let's see, what else was there? Metroid Dread got Best Adventure Game, which, yeah, it deserves that. I need to look up the other entries, because I only saw a few. Last of Us 2 got... No, what was the other one? but it was what was it like? Best atmosphere was
Whirling snow.
uh what was the game? Life is Strange, like the colors one, I think. And it's like, I suppose I generally did not have much of an interest in Life is Strange. But I also think it's interesting that one year, The Last of Us 2 got like, what was it, 6 awards? And now like,
Decided by destiny.
oh, that can't happen again. So I actually think they literally just bribed people to be like, give us Game of the Year.
Whirling snow.
Because hey, if you can't do it on merit, you can bribe everyone. Or it was heavily based on politics. Which, not gonna lie, that's pretty dumb, because the point of the awards is to find the best title, not, hey, this one agrees that ice cream shouldn't exist, or this one agrees that this kind of rabbit is the worst. Like that kind of.
Take flight.
But when you let a small detail like they do X, therefore it makes it the best one, regardless of the quality. I think you're letting your judgment get a little bit clouded. Because from what I heard, Last of Us 2, it pissed off a lot of the fans of the first Last of Us. How many do I have? Because, like, the very beginning of the game starts with Joel getting killed. And pretty unceremoniously too. It tries to build like you're building and end the cycle again and again and again. And then I think I think that would have been hammered home better if the player was given a choice where it's like kill Abby or don't kill Abby, and like you see flashes of the future where it's like Abby's killed, and then Ellie, I think is her name, she lives on for years, gets killed, and then it just happens again and again and again and again and again. Although I think it's like if you really wanted to do like, oh, both characters live, hooray, it's a happy ending, except Ellie gets absolutely nothing because she lost the person she loves, all for revenge she didn't even carry out.
My vision is clouded. Let the show
And
begin.
generally, I think it tried to go to like, oh, we're gonna hit you straight in the feels, but it's like, yeah, but you don't want to piss off the players that you want them to feel something with, because they'll just get really annoyed and really, really tired. Although I did think it was told in an interesting way. Like, the game starts with Ellie trying to learn a guitar, and so you have to play a little mini game where you're like, haha, it's so easy. But then, when you get to the end of the game, you have to play the mini game again. But Ellie's missing like 2 or 3 fingers, so the mini game is literally impossible because you can't play a few notes because you don't have the fingers to do it. Which, again, that's interesting. But I think if that was more an option that could have happened, I think that might have been less sour in people's minds. Because generally that's considered a bad ending, and a bad ending, no one likes a bad ending. Unless it's actually for story reasons. I'm trying to think, like, there was a PS2 game where it was, you get to the very end and it's all sequel bait because like, oh no, you're trapped forevermore, but will you summon a hero or something? But yeah, considering that was the only ending, kind of left people in a sour note. Like, imagine if, trying to think of games with multiple endings. I guess I'll go for one I know personally. Pandora's Tower. That game has like multiple endings. Usually the endings are like anywhere from "you absolutely failed" to "you won," kind of, to "oh, you absolutely uncovered everything and you just absolutely won." Because it goes from rank F all the way to rank triple S, I want to say. I think I've gotten up to triple S because you need to get to a certain affection rating with the female leads in that game. The issue is that one of the endings is you actually just not even bothering to play the game, like you just idle, and I think if you idle for too long, you kind of get the bad ending, where you return and it's all silent. I think the guide's gone. You can't find the lover anywhere. And then when you enter the house, was it Aaron? That's Aaron. I think he sees his fiance, and it's just kind of like implied, like, oh, she's turned to a monster, and then kills Aaron.
Take flight.
Like, imagine if that game ended with just that one ending, no matter what you did, you'd be pretty pissed off. Because it's like, whoa, why are you doing this? I just wanted to play a game, and now you're like, effectively giving me the worst ending. Again, if you want to hit someone hard in the feels, you can do that. You just also have to make sure not to hit them straight in the face. Because you kind of have to make them enjoy the game. Like, if you want to play this absolutely fantastic narrative of revenge and so on and so forth, that's great. But the rule of a story is that the enjoyer wants to... that the reader wants to read on. They have to kind of enjoy the book. Alas, if you don't do that, you're gonna get people who are like, "Oh, what the hell is going on? Why? I don't get it." Do we have anything? Cool. Oh.
Add Astra.
Oh, I actually didn't collect everything. Whoopsie. But what was I? Oh, right. But yeah, game of the year seemed pretty they had a lot of entries, and no entry kind of blew everything out of the water. Like there is a meme on YouTube where it's like game of the year, The Last of Us 2, best adventure game, The Last of Us 2. Like every category is The Last of Us 2, because the joke is like, oh, obviously it's been paid for, and it's like it makes no sense, especially when you get into the racing game, the puzzle game, multiplayer game, esports game, and it's like, what? Wait, what? Because I don't think people believe that The Last of Us 2 was Game of the Year or anything. People probably just thought, this is rigged, isn't it? This was like all paid for off the very beginning. And was effectively made a mockery since the very beginning. 3. Do I even have enough? No, I really do not. Crud. Oh, wait. See how many I need? Yeah, can I make one more? Oh well. And how close? I don't think we're even remotely close. Can I? Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Oh. I could do that. I don't want to do that, though. And we've just maxed out Bennet. I'll be quiet for this.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Thanks to your help, I should finally be able to keep everyone safe now. Hopefully, people's opinions of me will start to change. Once the unluckiest guy alive, with a million cuts and bruises to show it. Now, a dependable adventurer at long last. Well, I can hope. Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Not have myself muted. God damn it. Actually, was I mute the entire time? Ooh. I'm going to dreadfully
Ow.
look and
Where did
see
that come from?
if I was mute the entire time. It's all silent. Oh, no, I wasn't mute. Alright, cool. I was actually talking the entire time. Lovely. Alright, so now the question is, who the blooming heck am I maxing at? I guess Razor is next. Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay. We are on the last 9. No. Yeah, we are on the last 9. It took a while, but we're finally catching up. Of course, it would be nice if I had a Eula to, like, lengthen things out a little bit. But no. Alright, so Razor, what do you need? Oh, you can level up. Side 5, yep, perfect. Okay. Okay. Just getting everyone prepped. Because, funnily enough, their time is coming really soon. I forgot I gave you the luxurious Sea Lord. Well. But yeah, we are on the last 9 characters. Actually, didn't think we would get to this point. Like, I knew eventually I'd have to get to this point, but I didn't actually think I'd get here. Okay, so we've got the Akamaru, so every point of the entire... Oh! For every point of the entire party's combined maximum energy capacity, and the first damage to the character equipping this weapon is increased by... Okay. Eye of Perception. Got ya. Why do I have so many dupes? No attacks have a 50% fireball perception, dealing 300% damage as attack. This bolt can bounce up to... Ooh. Oh, Mona's going to start doing some havoc with that. Sacrificial Fragments, the Woodsmith. Woodsith. Where are you? Funniest Greatsword, we haven't maxed. Cinnabar Spindle. We haven't even begun leveling yet. Ooh. Okay. We can begin maxing the Cinnabar Spindle. Although, I don't even know who that will go on. Like, I have an idea who it can go on. Actually, do I even have an idea? Which was it? The ruined. No, not you. No, that's not the right one. Still not the right one. Where are you? I think it's elite enemies? Ruin Guard, here we go. Alright, first, do I have anything that can become? No. Nope, nothing. Great, great. Just fantastic. Ooh. How many do I actually have? 4. Oh, we've not been fighting a lot of ruined stuff. Or ruin stuff. Ruined is a little bit different. So yeah, okay, we've done Bennet. I guess now we just gotta figure out what we're doing. Okay, cool. So where is the... Oh, it's in there, alright. The question is how the hell am I gonna get in there? Oh no, I don't think I can. I think I've got to draw it out.
Scry the sky. Let me scry.
There we go.
My apologies. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
And now I just do this, and you're frozen forever. Or at least as long as the ultimate goes off. Oh my goodness.
Judgment. Decided by destiny. Shiver. You can't run.
And I would do some of the dog quests, but they're like not exactly coming out soon. Also, I have a feeling we're not going to actually get Eula. Like, I think if we don't get Eula by the end of the banner, I'm going to save up for Shanae. Because at that point, I've got no character. Like, I don't want Goro. I don't want Itoi, I think his name? No, not Itoi. Ito? No. The guy that uses a bat as an ultimate, basically. I'm not going to go for him, so the next character is Shanae, who is a Cryo-Lancer, I believe. Oh well. But yeah, if no other character catches my interest, I guess next year I'll have to save up for Eula again. And this time I'll make sure I'll have enough to get her. But I suppose, what else? I know that we're getting, was it 1,600 worth of Primogems over a course of a few days. Which, if it's 10 days, then that means it's a pull a day, which I like. If they are like doing the insane thing I don't think they're doing, which is like, oh, we're giving you 1,600 a day for a week, it's gonna be like,
Sakura swirl.
that's not gonna happen. Like, that's hyper wishful thinking. But I do think the Genshin team have kind of learned to keep their community in check. Not check. That just makes the community sound bad, which community is really bad. they've learned to respect the community a little bit, because admittedly they did do some predatory practices when it came to like Genshin. Like at the very beginning of the game, like at the very beginning when the game was launched, you got a lot of stuff, and then they waned it off, which is fair enough. But normally you wane it off to a point where it's like, oh, anniversaries return to that point. They did not.
Take flight.
Oh, okay.
Embrace the ice.
The first anniversary was the first anniversary. Genshin for a few years? No. Okay, so the first one, I think people kind of mistook how the rewards worked. Because I kind of pegged that the rewards were kind of embedded into the event. Because you can't tell me that they had like 100 chests lying around giving you 10 Prima Gems each, and that was not so you could do pulls with. Like, they had so many chests, and it gave you so many Prima Gems.
Delve into destiny. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Although I think if they did actually advertise how many Prima Gems there were, also those little token things, which they were supposed to be exchangeable, were never exchangeable in the end. That is curious. Because it wasn't like, oh, we went into the code and found it out. No, literally there was a thing saying, oh yeah, you can exchange it. So that makes me think if... Oh. New mail? Well. Best ongoing wood. So this is the thing I was just talking about. So we're getting 4 of these. Oh, that must mean it's midnight. Oh, no, it's 11. Hey, guess who we're doing polls for? Although I'm not expecting anything from these 2 polls. But we do have 10 polls. Just to try and get Eula. Yeah. Which I hope I can get Eula, because I want Eula. But then, if I get Eula, I don't get Shenhei, chances are. Although I guess I could save enough to get Shenhei. Then again, that's also dealing with the 50-50 chance thing. So I could gain a Eula but not get a Shenhei. And it's like, it's gonna keep flip-flopping like that, isn't it? Yeah, well. But yeah, that notification, top middle of the screen, that's a great way to get someone's attention. Because chances are, that's where that person's attention is going to be. Because generally, someone's attention is going to be not in the middle of the screen, but kind of forward. Like, they're going to be looking forward, they're going to be looking up. So if you see that, it's like, oh, cool. Like, if a notification appeared over here, you might notice it, you might not. That's kind of the issue. Down below, you're definitely not going to notice it. Also, it'd piss you off because it's obscuring something, most likely. But yeah, it's not too late to get Eula, but let me just check this right quick. Because... Okay. 12, 7, 10, this is the 10. Oh, that's nice. It's 10 past midnight, so that was yesterday. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 14. 19. Ooh. Yeah, we're not gonna get near pity levels, so we're gonna have to get lucky. And mind you, it truly doesn't matter how I do the pulls, all in one go, or all in sequence. You're going. The game's already kind of pre-calculated everything before you even know what's been done.
Delve into destiny. Lights out. You can't run.
So I'll just do the pulls as I do them. There's like no real point in holding back. Also, considering that there could be a moment the game just like it's inaccessible for an entire day, and it's like, oh, you can't do a pull anymore. But then I'm kind of buggered. But I'm also sure they would be like, hey, the game was inaccessible for an entire week for some reason. We're gonna push everything back a week, or at least keep these banners open for an additional week. Plus, if you couldn't play the game, they'd probably give you the full daily cost.
Written in the stars.
Yeah.
Punishment.
Actually, it's gonna be really sad once this game finishes its conclusion, when the last update comes out, and it's gonna be like, thank you all for playing the game. There's literally nothing past this point. It's all over. And mind you, the game could have bombed really early on. It could have been like, hey, the game just didn't attract an audience. But no, I'm glad the game found an audience. Also, I want to do this again. How do I do it? How do I do this? I think I have to fall through here. Yeah. Although I don't know how the game explains you getting away from that area, because that's effectively a I would say a soft lock area, but that's not the right word. It's more like it's a kill zone that you're normally not supposed to get to, but it's like really easy because you just gotta walk off. There's a barrier that knocks you up, and then you just kind of get dragged in. Thankfully, the game is relatively good about potentially soft-locking you. Although I think there is a point where if you try to go out of bounds in a certain way, you can get yourself in a bit of a soft lock. Because I think if you get yourself in between a wall and the actual outer edge, the game will keep trying to force you back, but it can't force you back far enough. Oh, god damn it.
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon me. My apologies.
Where are you? You're over here.
Judgment. Assassins shine no longer.
So yeah, 4 days. 11 PM. That's effectively all the chances we have.
Take flight.
And that's actually again, that's an entire 10 pull. And there will be people complaining that it's only a 10 pull, we should be given a 20 pull, because people are generally greedy. And are generally greedy. Because I don't need to go for the weapons. I generally only go for the characters. And I'm doing fine in terms of weapons. I don't have the strongest attack stat, and I don't have the perfect comp. But you don't really need the perfect comp. Oh, you're over here.
Delve into destiny.
Wake up.
Judgment. Whirling snow. Written in the stars. Shadows of fate. You can't run. Punishment. Take flight. Embrace the ice.
And that's all of them gone. We actually didn't get that many. Ooh. God, just seeing people redraw the whole Knuckles catching Sonic thing is pretty amazing. Also, I'm curious if this is going to introduce Super Sonic. No, Watson. Yeah, I'm actually curious if they're going to try and introduce Super Sonic in this. Spindle, here we go, details. Send. Okay. Not enough. Oh well. How much do we have for... Where are you? Where's Star Silver? It's over here, isn't it? Got enough here. 36. Ooh. It might be an idea to spend a little bit of time grinding for Star Silver. Do I have anyone who can hunt for rocks? Details? Do you have talents? No. You've got the wrong knowledge set. Okay. No, you don't have that. Leeway. Oh no. I just thought, I think, I think the mountain technically is Mondstadt. And if it is indeed a Mondstadt, locale, that means I can't hunt for things. Because Klee is the Mondstadt resource finder. And if you don't have Klee, that be it. Which was why I was trying to hunt for Klee at one point during the whole sea base event. Because I just wanted to get more materials easier, but it's also like I've kind of done with one. Actually, hold up. Can I even see EULA details? No. Do you even have? No, I can't even see it. chilled meat, even though I hit you with fire. Also, I'm just gonna put it like this. If you've been frozen for that long, melting the ice isn't going to save you. Just generally, what's gonna happen is that you'll freeze, everything will stop, and then when you're thawed out, you will be dead. Because generally, ice doesn't actually save things, it more or less kills it. I guess there is like something about, oh, you can get flash frozen or something, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. And I know cryogenic stuff is happening, where it can like preserve stuff, and the only way to like effectively undo it is to defrost in a way which isn't openly killing everything. Because remember, when your brain dies, when it goes inactive, it kind of immediately dies. Oh, really? It's a no. Okay, let's try hunting around for Star Silver. But yeah, those boars just kind of leave the ice prison. Just kind of flop. Like they should just kind of flop to the ground. Like their bones are stiff. Everything's just. I guess the bones supposed to be cracking because literally you've just made them really, really cold to really, really hot. They might be really well preserved though. But I don't think. Not well enough preserved to be alive. Like, good lord. I know in Pokemon, when a Pokemon's frozen, it's like... how do I put it? It's like stuck in the ice, it can't move. But that's it, it can't move. It's still alive in there, it's just quite literally encased in ice. Oh, I saw Star Silver. Do I not have any avoid hunt for this? I actually have to just go wandering around till I find some. Oh boy. But yeah, no, you're not going to get the moment where it's like, oh, you discovered a caveman who's perfectly alive from ice. It's like, no. If that happened, people would be freaking the flip out. Also, they'd be like freezing their beloved ones to be like, you can live forever. Which, I guess, technically the body would be preserved, but it wouldn't exactly be alive. If anything, they'd just kind of be like, oh, you've just made a statue. Because that's all you would have made. A statue. So where actually are we going? I refuse to look at a guide. For like 10 more minutes. If I don't find anything, I'm just gonna Oh, there's a time trial here. Uh, 50 seconds, that is. Like, no time at all. Okay. There you go. This gets me 5. Ooh. Okay, let's head back to here. There should be some around here. Because there should just be a few, but again, this is technically a Mondstadt, and I don't have the person to help me finding things in Mondstadt. So I have to either rely on my eyes or a guide. And I'm not gonna lie, at a certain point I'm just gonna rely on a guide. Because it does get so tedious. But it is supposed to be in the code. No, I'm fairly certain I found these. Like, I swear I found these using someone. But definitely. Oh no, wait, was it?
Now I got stomach.
Sorry about this. Ningguang. Because one of your talents is all veins. And Star Silver
Don't disappoint
is
me.
technically ore. There we go. Now let's see, did I do this right? Ah, it's underground? Oh, it's definitely underground. Okay. I'll be honest, I forgot Ningguang existed. I forgot she had corporeal form. Apparently the game has forgotten as well. Where am I going? Oh, there's a cave. Oh, here we go.
Don't waste my time.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Your life is mine.
Oh yeah. The thing with Ningguang, she's really terrible in confined spaces. Because her ultimate quite literally requires enough space to do her thing. Right, so where are we right now in terms of Star Silver? 3 away. Alright, cool. So if we go over here, Actually, I should probably, now that I think about it, I should probably check my Inazuma stuff. Eventually, it will show me an ore vein. Eventually. Okay, there's one. Yeah, okay, so there is a little bit of ability overlap. Uh, Up? Where? Where are you? Oh, here. Don't get caught. And we'll be fine. Here we go. There you go. Now I can go back to Mondstadt. And we've maxed out Rosaria's weapon. This is when I discover that I haven't got everything quite yet. And I'm missing like one key thing. Punt, Dragon Spear Spine. Get everything cool. Oh, and we got some things return. Nice. Okay. Rosaria. Weapons. Enhance. Refine. Identical weapon. Rank 5. Hitting an opponent with normal and charge attacks has a 100% chance of forming and dropping an Everfrost icicle above them, dealing AoE damage equivalent to 140% of attack. Opponents affected by cryo are instead dealt damage equal to 360% of attack. Can only occur once every 10 seconds. And we have a maxed out Dragon Spine Spear. Let me just do... I know these weapons have different phases. Like, oh, I see. So the difference between the level 1 and the level 5 is effectively there's more red in the claw, I want to say. But yeah, it's all maxed out. Yeah, like this is way more red and bright. I should have compared the two before actually fusing them. But oh well. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it. Unless you got something in the teapot. Oh yeah, we've got stuff in the teapot. So yeah, we've maxed out Bennet. We've maxed out the spear that I've been trying to do for so long.
This realm.
I say we've done pretty well. Actually, hold on.
If you ever have it.
Do we have... Oh, yawning. Yeah, I think it's time for me to call it... Yeah, I'm going to call it there for now. Alright, anyway, I'll be off. Ciao.